سلام. قبل از هر چیزی عید باستانی نوروز رو به همه پارسی زبانان تبریک میگم. عیدتون مبارک.
من مانتیکور هستم. از سیزن 2 تا 6 به صورت غیر حرفه‌ای و از سیزن 6 تا 13 به صورت حرفه‌ای در زمینه کار موبایل فعالیت کردم و آمدم تا تمام تجربیات خودم در زمینه موزی با شما به اشتراک بذارم و شما رو تبدیل به یک بازیکن واقعی کنم. بذارید دراماتیکش کنم. حتی بیروی پلیر آن COD که به صورت مختصر میشه آنکو.
Fix. It is unnecessary to say if you have a good phone, try to run the game on the highest graphic settings possible. But if you don't have a strong cell phone, try to keep the graphic settings as low in order to have less lag. In other terms, if you don't have a strong cell phone, try to keep your frame rate as high as possible and your graphics as low as possible in order to have the smoothest picture. Of course, in that case, the game may seem less fun and less realistic. There are times in the game that you get killed from behind. But if you keep your graphics settings high, you can see the bullet trail. And that helps you to dodge the enemy's shots. After that, you could take cover or rush your enemy, which we will be talking about it more in the other episodes. And in addition, if you're still lagging, you could use butt skins. Of course, if you want to lag less, deactivate all the settings of this part. Here are some other tips that might be helpful. Free up space in your phone memory. Close the extra and useless apps in the background. And if your phone gets hot, put it in the fridge for a few minutes. Marker settings. It may seem something unimportant and small, but believe me, I've been killed many times because of it. I've waited around 2 seasons only for this option to be added to the settings. It is necessary to mention that this option is highly effective in longer ranges, especially in maps like High Rise. Not to get distracted from the main topic, a good player is familiar with the locations of A, B, C in domination and A and B in search and destroy, and has no need of seeing markers on their display. So try to memorize the locations of the objectives, especially in hardpoint, and also decrease the opacity and the size of your markers as low as possible so they don't interfere with your vision in long ranges. FOV. FOV stands for field of view. In other words, it shows you how much of your front you can see. I recommend you to select the highest number possible for it, which is 75. It allows you to see more enemies in the corners of your screen, but in exchange everything seems a bit further, and therefore aiming might be difficult for you. But it will get better with practice. And if it still feels difficult, you could use the help of gyroscope. We see that XOYT is using gyroscope just like an extra finger in an extreme condition. And if you keep your FOV on minimum settings, you will see less of your surroundings, but your front view will improve and you can aim easier. And when we see less of our surroundings, we definitely get less lag. Sensitivity. Many players have the habit of copying sensitivity from famous YouTubers, and they think that if they have the same sensitivity settings, they can play as good as them. But sensitivity has always been something personal and depending on your in-game personal experiences. Try not to copy sensitivity settings from different YouTubers. So my aim here is to teach you how to find your own personal sensitivity settings. I gotta say, if you're an SMG or a sniper player, go to the rotation mod section and select the speed acceleration, because most of the time you will be in close combat, and that will cause you to have sudden reactions. With this option activated, if you move your fingers faster, your screen will rotate faster as well. But if you are an assault rifle player, or in shortened terms an AR player, Try to select the fixed speed option because most of your fights are in medium and long ranges. And now if you want to know what the right numbers are for the options, you gotta at least be able to rotate 180 degrees only by moving your finger across the screen once. And the next point is your sensitivity needs to be more than the standard sensitivity. And also the more zoom power your scope has, the less your sensitivity has got to be. Try to start with lower sensitivities and increase it gradually as you progress. The numbers between 30 and 80 are good, but for more than 80 it is hard to play and you need to learn how to control it. It's hard to play with high sensitivity, but if you can control it, your reaction will be much faster. Gyroscope could be also very helpful for the players that don't put their phones on a surface, because they can move their camera inside the game by rotating the cell phone itself. And I also say that using gyroscope depends on your personal preference.
Marking your time on walk.